Yes, yes. Just realised Hugh is here in spirit. You can hear him, but you can't see him. There you go.
Ooh.
There you go. He's here. How are y'all doing?
Who's in?
Hope everyone's good. Hope you're enjoying your bank holiday for people who are over here. Does bank holiday exist everywhere? No, it's just a UK thing, that, and it just this is our bank holiday, isn't it?
We get bank holidays, but it's not a bank holiday here.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're not in the same country as me, innit?
We get. I think this coming weekend for us is possibly a bank holiday. I'm pretty sure the first weekend in June is usually a bank holiday, and May. We do a lot of bank holidays here. We love a good bank holiday.
Who doesn't like a bank holiday?
No.
Yeah, so bank holiday, obviously City played yesterday for people that paid attention. City lost against Brentford yesterday. Didn't really mean, well, it doesn't mean anything actually. And that's the final of the Premier League. The Premier League season is over, but City's season isn't over. So, for people that are wondering, I've seen someone ask it what the topic is about before. Here's the question, and here's the debate that's been going on since that game yesterday. Obviously, City lost, so our unbeaten streak over. The momentum, you could call it over. Rested a lot of players, though. Is that the right thing to do? And that's what people are crying about. And me and Lewis had a little bit of a conversation about this because they were crying during our live watch along about it. But where do you stand on it, bro?
I want to make it clear to the people in the chat. I saw before we went live, people were saying, "Oh, don't be bringing negativity." It was a Twitter debate. It's an online debate that City fans are getting involved in. So we wanted to kind of have a chat about it. Let some of you guys in the chat air your thoughts, and we'll just see where we're at. I think we're all pretty confident, basically, in the knowledge that Pep Guardiola will get things right. But it has come up as to whether not going full strength or close to full strength yesterday was a mistake. And of course, there's the topic over the fact that a number of players have not kicked the ball since we played against Real Madrid. So how does that fare going into the game against Manchester United this weekend? I know Jack Grealish hasn't trained. I know Ruben Diaz hasn't trained. These guys, how sharp will they be? Because match sharpness is a massive thing. So did Pep get it wrong? I'm reluctant to say yes, but me personally, I would have preferred a much stronger team to take to the pitch against Brentford. I would love that Brentford game to have been used as almost like a preseason, like a warm-up, keep the lads sharp, keep the lads ticking over. But Pep obviously viewed it as an opportunity to rest. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, so I think for me, I'm not asked. Genuinely, I'm not asked that he didn't start strong, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of players who've played a lot of minutes. Jack Grealish plays like that. Players who we didn't even take down there because of a few niggles kind of thing. So I'm not really that bothered. I think it's absolutely fine with what he did. I'm not really too asked about the whole momentum. I don't think it's going to destroy our season. The fact that I don't think it's going to have impact on the next two games. And obviously that's just my personal opinion. I don't think it'll have impact on the next two games. The next two games we can get up to the level for that. And I just don't see this actually affecting it. I think the fact that we got rest for these players is major going into 10 games. Now, I do prefer City when we're playing every 3 days. I do prefer that. Like, I think that's meant having these big long breaks in between matches.
That's it, yeah.
Not for me. I'm kind of with you. I thought Pep would have started a little bit stronger. I thought Pep would have gone with a stronger team than what he did. But ultimately, that doesn't really... I'm not arsed. I mean, I'm not arsed that he didn't start a stronger team. I think, like, there's the simple thing that people keep saying, like, oh, if you start stronger, then one of them gets injured, then you're going to say, well, why didn't you rest him in this dead game?
Well, that's it. I mean, it's risk versus reward, really, isn't it? And Pep wasn't willing to take the risk, and I get that. I fully get that. I mean, in isolation, this 3-week period, say from Brentford up to the Champions League final, or this 2-week period, I would have preferred this Brentford game to be a proper build-up where the players are going out there and they're probably going for it, and you kind of just take the risk on the chin. You understand the risk you're taking, but then you have to analyze the whole season, and particularly the last 3 months we've just had as a team. The last 3 months have been absolutely grueling. 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, FA Cup, League, Champions League, trip to Germany 3 times, all over England, this, that, the other. So you're right when you say that some players, they just be worn out. Absolutely worn out. And Pep's obviously taken the approach of some players who have played more football than others. I mean, Jack Grealish has essentially played non-stop since the beginning of the season. He's had 1 or 2 games where he wasn't picked for whatever reason, but he generally starts every single game, every single competition. And that's why the likes of Phil Foden can't get in and whatnot. So he's obviously decided that for Jack Grealish, the best thing for him is give him 2 weeks off entirely. Jack Grealish has been knocking around Manchester City Centre, taking photos with murals and that kind of thing. And that's obviously his way to refresh and be ready. But the reason I just didn't feel fully comfortable with it, but not to the point where I didn't lose sleep last night. I wasn't going to bed going, oh no, Pep has fucked it. We're screwed now. It is just that 3-day thing. We take great pride in the fact that we thrive off playing 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. And I just wonder, would it have been, and this is for everybody else to answer, the better option to say, there's 2 weeks left, just grind through it, play them against Brentford, keep the rhythm going, don't let anything disrupt it, because this could be a potential disruption. This could be a stumbling block. That remains to be seen. You can't say it is. You can't say it's a mistake on Pep's part yet, because Grealish and Diaz and whoever else didn't play, they could come up against United on Saturday and absolutely smash it. They could look fresh as hell. They could look absolutely on it. They could look really sharp. And we all go, that was a masterclass. But I mean, all season we've said we like every 3 days, so it's kind of a catch-22, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously there's people on both sides of the coin in it. That's why it's splitting fans' opinions, especially on Twitter. But for me personally, I just think the next 2 games are potentially the 2 biggest games in City's history. Like, we have a massive chance to win a treble. We've just done a three-peat. We've got an FA Cup final against United. 2 Manchester clubs going at each other. Is that the first time in history I think that's happened?
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question about that in a sec.
Yeah, and I just think the players, regardless of the rest and stuff like that, they will 100% be up for the next 2 games. Pep will have these players riled up, ready to go. 100%. There's 2 biggest games, and I don't even think that Brentford game even happened in these City players' mind. It doesn't matter to them.
That's the way you want it to be. That's the way you want it to be.
Because it shouldn't matter to them. Because it doesn't matter. And Pep probably say the same thing. Pep coming off that pitch, I bet he didn't say a word about being asked about any of it.
I mean, the only sort of first team level players that played at all yesterday were Ederson, Walker. You could argue Foden, and you could argue Mahrez. The rest of them, sorry, I said Ederson, Walker, didn't I? Ederson, Walker, Foden, Mahrez, yeah? Ederson, Walker for sure. Foden, Mahrez, you could argue they're first team players. You could argue they're not behind Grealish and Bernardo and whatnot. Nobody else played. Stones unused, Gundo unused, Haaland unused, Rodri, Bernardo, obviously, De Bruyne didn't go. Grealish didn't go. Diaz didn't go.
Akanji.
So our whole first team, Akanji, our whole first team essentially has just had a week off, and many of them have had more than a week off because plenty didn't feature against Brighton either. So Pep's probably taken this on board and said, we'll give them a 2-week break on the basis that they keep their minds focused and they don't just view this as a holiday. This isn't an opportunity to go to Barcelona or Milan, but I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of viewing it as a good thing. I
rate it. I rate what's happened. Yes, I thought we'd have gone strong, but I'm not asked. End of the day, we won the Premier League, not worried about the result. Pep said about having like today off. Players will go back into training tomorrow. I've seen someone asking about training pictures. I think it's tomorrow that they go back into training. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Pep quote before. And he said from tomorrow onwards, it's full send for the FA Cup final.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of people are basically getting their nerves off the fact that
Wednesday, by the way, it's Wednesday when they're going back, not tomorrow.
Right. Well, a lot of people are getting their nerves and their unsettlement or whatever you want to call it, uncomfort off the fact that he has disrupted this every 3-day thing. He has broken a rhythm. They were in a rhythm, and the rhythm has now been broken on the basis that he wants to give them a rest. But I understand where Pep's coming from. I understand where he's coming from, and who are we to question Pep Guardiola's decisions just yet? You know what I mean? We are not in a position to say he's got it right or he's got it wrong. I'd like to think that he's made the right move.
And is it like, because I get the rhythm side of it, but our actual first team didn't play. Do you know what I mean? They didn't even play. So for our actual first team, that rhythm ain't broken. For them, they're like, oh yeah, last game we played, we won. You know what I mean? They're like, the last game that mattered, we won it.
It kind of just goes back to the point that I made about Arsenal and their bigger fish to fry thing, which was like, they put out their B team in the FA Cup, yada yada yada, and the Europa
It sent
League.
them off, didn't it? Yeah, because after that became beatable, and it was like, oh, we can beat Arsenal.
It kind of goes back to what Jack Grealish was saying, which was that he felt that no matter who they played, where they played, when they played, they felt undefeatable. They could not be beaten.
Mm-hmm.
And now the players have to walk into training on Wednesday morning for the first time since
Brentford.
Tottenham away, wasn't it?
Tottenham, yeah, that was it.
Since Tottenham away, off the back of an L. So the dressing room harmony has not experienced that since Tottenham away. So it's how they can react to that. Pep needs to go into them on Wednesday morning and be like, that didn't happen. That did not happen.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Like, yo, don't even think about that.
Wipe the hard drive. Wipe the memory. Yeah. That didn't happen. That was just an opportunity for your Phillipses and your Gomez's and these kind of guys to kick the ball around and get a few minutes.
One thing I would say, the difference between this one and the Arsenal one, they got knocked out of a competition in that game. That is something that they can go into training and they can't ignore. They've just been knocked out. That Brentford game meant absolutely nothing. There was no point in even playing it. So we can just ignore it because it was a nothing game. The FA Cup game for Arsenal, they get binned out of a competition. That's one competition down already, and then you're running out of them. I think this one, they need to literally, as soon as they walk in, he should just be like, yo, that didn't happen, none of that, doesn't matter, don't think about it, we're moving forward and we're thinking about this, because why would any of them even overthink that Brentford game? We spent half that game just passing the ball around.
Oh, it was by far the worst game to watch all season.
Yeah, because it didn't matter, and you could see all the players on the pitch didn't want to do too much because even the players on the pitch weren't asked about the result too much because they don't want to overdo it and get injured. They're on the pitch. It was just, just go out there, play a bit of football. I was like, I'd be surprised if Pep even put any thoughts into how to beat Brentford.
No, I wouldn't say so. And you're right. Like, why would a Foden or a Mahrez or a Walker, why would they jump into a 50-50? Why would they run full sprint?
Yeah.
Why would they do anything to put themselves at risk when they have the biggest week of their careers to date and possibly ever next week? Why would you do that? I mean, people like Phil Foden have experienced that. Phil Foden's had his injuries midway through Euros, midway through World Cups, injuries before big games. He doesn't want to be getting another injury, which he's had a few this season already, before the biggest week of his career. Like a Manchester Derby FA Cup final, a Stockport lad, he will know what that means to himself, his family, his area, the club. He wants to be involved in that whatever way he can. Same with the Champions League. Kyle Walker, he's not young anymore. He wants to be able to play in these games to the best of his ability. So for him, yesterday would have been just like literally just wait for the final whistle. Just don't do it in City. Wait for the final whistle.
Get off the pitch.
I also think there's a lot of variables that we probably don't pay too much attention to because we don't get much news on it. But I would imagine Pep spoke with the doctors, the physios, the whatever scientists they had and said, what's the thing about Jack Grealish? Doctors probably said, listen, he could play if you needed him, but the best thing for him to optimize his performance in the Manchester Derby and the UCL, don't bring him. Give him 2 weeks off completely. They know his body, the amount of research and I don't know, in-depth analysis they do on each individual player's body is insane. So they would know the best program to offer each player in the build-up to that week. I think that's all taken on board.
Completely agree. Rio with a foot 5 super chat says, thoughts on the Neymar rumour? I know a lot of fans won't want Neymar, but I'd take him, Rio.
We win the treble. We win the treble. You can give me them all. Give me Messi. Give me Neymar. I'm on a holiday mode next season. I'm on the beach. I just want to see mad football. I want to get mad names in the back of my jerseys.
Yeah, I knew this would be what the chat would be like, saying no. I get it, but I don't know. I just want to something about it. And the rumor is that Pep Guardiola rang Neymar to see the situation, where his mentality is at. So if it's true, could be Neymar season.
if you had to make a cutthroat decision now, are you taking it?
Yeah. If you said like, right, Pep Guardiola rings me in here. Hello, Pep. He's like, Jolly Poddy, the decision lies with you. Should I sign Neymar? Or should I not sign Neymar? And I'd be like, Mr. Guardiola, Wegsbury. Wegsbury. It's time to full send Neymar. See sign Neymar. That's it. See sign Neymar. Put the phone down because I don't say bye Pep in it because I've got that ultimate level of stature. I'm stardom in it, so I don't say bye to him. He doesn't deserve that. Just boom, phone down. Scissor a bit. Yeah. Scissor a bit. Yeah. Pep just listened to his Manscaped ad. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I just kind of full sent Neymar. I don't know why.
If we win the treble, if we win the Champions, sorry, even if we just win the Champions League, I'm up for just a fun year. Like, you know what I mean? We've done it. We completed the game. I'll retire.
Moji says, Mr. Pep Wegsbury, there's still time to sign an ice cold Neymar.
For God's sake.
Yes. Alva with a 2 says, in Pep we trust. Yeah, I trust Pep to do the right decision. Always. Kian with a 3-month says, I think it was just mind games from Pep. But also, if you can't get up for a cup final, then we don't deserve to win. Very true. If the players aren't willing to get up to the levels what we played against Real Madrid and Bayern Munich for these next 2 games, we don't deserve to win. Like we've said this before, both of us. If we get to them levels where we played against Bayern and Real Madrid, we will win the next 2 games. It's just whether we can get to them levels again. I genuinely believe that we will beat United, we will beat Inter Milan if we get to them levels again.
I don't think there's any team in the world beats us if we play at that level, and that may come across as arrogant or whatever way you want to believe it. But I think that was my dad said to me. I think I said this to you when I was walking out of the stadium. He rang me and he was like, "That's the best performance he's ever seen from an England side in the Champions League." I believe it is too. I've rewatched the game back, and I just watching on the TV. You know, you see things differently. I was like, I didn't even see that piece of magic. I didn't even see that piece of brilliance. I think we hit that level. I don't see either of them beating us. I just don't. I don't see United. I don't see Inter Milan. I think we have beaten the biggest challenges in front of us this season now. It's just a matter of re-emulating that, doing it again and finding those levels again. If those players can't find that level again, or they can't get themselves up for it, rather, I should say, they don't deserve to wear the shirt, man. They don't deserve to play there because this is an opportunity to cement yourself in immortality. You know, the way we talk about like the great Liverpool teams, the 80s who won 3 in a row, the United treble team, and they're all like, they're at a table of their own. Everyone talks about this table of their own. This is how you get yourself onto that table. This is how you get yourself onto the elite of the elite, the kings of English football, the kings of European football, of course, as well. So listen, I like to think that Pep will have these guys primed and motivated, and the players, they shouldn't require motivation.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think the feat that's above these players right now, I think they'll all be 100% up for the next 2 games. 100%. We just need to take our chances. Erling Haaland, that's for you, that mate. Because you had some dodgy ass games recently, bro.
He's been stinky, man. He's been stinky recently, Erling Haaland.
Bro, I swear, man, someone swapped him out. Master number 5 says fans like to moan. We put 5 past Everton but lose to Chelsea in the final. If we needed to win, then all the players with niggles would have played. Very true. If we needed to win this game, the game yesterday against Brentford, you would not have seen that team play. If we needed to win the game against Brighton, you would not have seen that team play. It'd have been a completely different team, a completely different game. You wouldn't have seen that played against Chelsea either. Like,
no.
Yes, we beat Chelsea, but Chelsea are arse. Genuinely, it would have been a completely different last 3 games or whatever it was. So I don't think people should look at anything to do with the performance at all. All them players checked out. Benno with a 2 says many fans are rattled by the Erik ten Hag rally cry yesterday.
That pussy, oh man. That absolute loser. That loser. That pussy, oh man. Did you see the speech, yeah?
Yeah, I seen it.
Listen, you know, that club, that lot, they laughed at us for years, you know. No, it doesn't matter how much you win, you'll never be as big as us, we'll never care about you. Your new gaffer is now talking about us in your end of year speech about beating us in the FA Cup final. Some big dog mentality that is. We don't care about City, all right. So why are you talking about us on the pitch in front of your home fans? I tell you, we're in their heads. We're in their heads.
I mean, it's funny actually. It's funny because like they're all gassed now. Obviously, I think obviously because football changes in that. But when we won the FA Cup, they were calling it a fucking Mickey Mouse Cup. Now look,
now the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, and the Carabao Cup. That's what they're holding on to. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just...
Do you know what it feels like, bro? It feels like there's been a 20-year reverse in places. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know, when I was like, I don't know, when I was 7 or 8 years old, I think just before the takeover is kind of like my first memory properly of understanding football. I remember the fixtures would come out. The first thing I would look at and go is, when are we playing United at home? When are we playing United away? And I go, I actually don't give a fuck what happens around the rest of those games as long as we stay up. But if we beat them, they are our cup finals. Yeah. Beat Man United, they are our cup finals. Now, 20 years on, they're like, we will beat Manchester City in the cup final next week at Wembley. Yeah. Come on, man, get off that.
End of an era. I see some. Oh, my son says there. Yeah, it's actually funny, isn't it, that Eric Ten Hag said about all eras come to an end, and obviously referencing City's era of dominance recently, but we're actually going through the best part of our era possible. Like, we have the best chance to do something absolutely major in history, like in world football. The fact that we can win a treble, like, he's mad. So our era is not coming to an end just yet. Not just yet. Zero5 with a 10 month said Neymar talk is just a strategy for United to get desperate and overpay for him, in my honest opinion. I think PSG and him are ready to part ways. I think it's been like that for the past year or two. I think they're ready to part ways. I think you could see City's name just being thrown in there just to increase price a little bit. Do I think it's real? I mean, that conversation that Pep had, like, if that was true, do I think that's real? I genuinely can see that being real, but the only thing is, he brings that major ego. That's the other thing. Like, I say yeah to signing him because I'm in full send FIFA mode, yeah? But in reality, he brings an ego.
I think he would love to come to us.
I think he'd like to work under Pep.
I think he would too. I think it's true what you're saying, that he wants to part ways and PSG want to get rid of him too, because listen, you see the videos of the PSG fans turning up at his house, trying to literally burn him out of his house. It was mad shit, those Parisians, what they're up to over there. It's crazy stuff. So he wants to leave. He needs to get off and find himself a safer, more comfortable place to live. And where would be the most ideal destination for any footballer to go right now, other than the weather in Manchester? We offer everything. Any top. I mean,
in fairness, weather right now is absolutely incredible. So
you're not going to get better, other than the fact that it rains a lot in Manchester. You're not going to get better than what Manchester City have right now. Facilities, infrastructure, manager, players, cash, trophies. We have everything he would want. So he's probably looking at it going, my last 3-4 years at the top level of football, I could go to Manchester and
Oh. Did his laptop die, or did he disconnect? I think I don't know if his laptop died, right, or he's disconnected, because he was on very low battery. He was on low battery mode. So I don't know if he was, let me just do this. I don't know if that was the case. I don't know why that does that. Slides that way, then goes this way. Oh, he's back. He's back. Hang on. He's back. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry. You can't be Hugh for that long. Without Hugh for that long. I can see you all getting thirsty for Hugh, innit? I'm here. He's here. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. I thought for a second that your laptop died.
No, it's not even my Wi-Fi this time, people. I see people slagging my McDonald's Wi-Fi. It's my I got a WhatsApp call on my laptop, so it just shut me down. My microphone just
yeah. You're like, don't message me. Delete my number.
Fuck off, Mom. I'm talking about football.
Leave me alone, Mom. You're embarrassing me.
I'm working, Mom. I swear this is a real career.
This is a real job, I promise. Stop playing your games.
Stop playing your stupid video games and go get a job. What was I saying about Neymar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I just don't. I can't see Pep and the club wanting Neymar, because our whole dressing room harmony is based on equality. Everybody's on the same level. No one is viewed to be like more prestigious or more important or a bigger brand than the other. Of course, you have the superstar like Erling Haaland. You've got big brands like Jack Grealish, but there's quite clearly, when you see it from an outsider looking in, there's a great level of harmony and everybody appreciates and understands each other. And there's, there's a good balance in the dressing room. I think you drop a bit of Neymar in there, all of a sudden it could probably upset that a little bit. I mean, you saw with Cancelo, bit of an ego, boom, you're gone. Yeah, it
is a risk. But obviously, speaking of Cancelo, with the Neymar thing, he could be a part of that Neymar deal if we were to go get him. Or maybe even a Bernardo Silva could be a part of that Neymar deal.
I mean, for one season, I'd be like, just to see it.
He would have
Neymar
trebled, bro. It's Neymar in a City top, just to see what happens if he cooks or not.
Yeah, I'm game.
Joe Griffith shares with a 2. Said, "Let's be honest, some of our fans are a little over the top. Some people do just worry too much, man. They do just go 0 to 100, worry. Win the watch on yesterday. Me and I'll be absolutely chill. And people were genuinely worried about the fact that we'd lost them, but unbeaten streak's over, momentum's gone, and I was just like, yo, you need to calm down, innit? Like, we're chill. We are chill.
It was just one of those debates that we saw online. I mean, I think me and you are both pretty calm about the whole thing. You just gotta trust Pep, man. You gotta trust Pep and the people, the backroom staff, and the decisions they're making.
He's done everything right to get us to where we are right now with 2 finals ahead of us. So I trust him to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I don't think he'd do anything crazy to try and upset that he felt was gonna damage our prospects of winning these two cups, because there's no doubt he wants to win them. So whatever decisions he makes, you just have to go with and accept it. So I'm all right with it.
I agree. Channel YouTube with a 5 says getting. Hang on. There's like a. There you go. Got 9 out of 10 Premier League games correct on 100k parlay yesterday. Palmer messed it up. That's mad. That's so what? If you would have got that one right, you would have got 100 grand. Is that right?
Sorry, what's happened?
You got 9 out of 10 Premier League games correct on 100k parlay yesterday. I don't know what 100k parlay is.
Is this you win 100k or this Donny's put down 100k?
No, he's not put down 100k. I think he wins 100k. Oh yeah. So basically, if Palmer would have scored yesterday, he would have been in a situation where he got 10 out of 10 Premier League games correct.
Oh, you could have dropped a fat super chat, man.
Yeah,
fuck's sake.
I know. Could have given us like, you know what I mean, at least 10 grand. At least. I said that was my minimum. Like anything less, I'm like cheap. I'm not even reading that super chat out.
You could send us all to Istanbul, man. We could all go out there.
Yeah, you could have sent us all there. He said Palmer messed it up. I thought we'd get a draw. I just got it from a sleepless night. FML for my life. Yeah, I know all about sleepless nights, mate. Not very good, but you know what I mean. Get yourself some rest in it. I also seen you wasn't happy that I'm wearing a Red Bull top. Just to clarify, right? Some people like buzz when I wear this top. Like, oh yes, Johnny Potty with Red Bull top on. And some people hate it. F1, right? I'm quite new to it. I've only watched it for the past like 2 or 3 years properly. I don't like really support anyone yet. I don't favour no one. I love how Alonso's up there now. Like this could easily be a Mercedes top. I mean a Ferrari top. I'm not really asked. I just seen it and was like,
you a glory hunter, bro? You a glory hunter?
Nah, because I don't even go for the glory in it. Like
I don't know, man. I have no time for F1. I have no time. I don't think it's not a real sport as far as I'm concerned. I don't. It's crazy how you can go to a racetrack to watch cars go. Yeah,
I used to think that as well. F1 this year, by the way, is not a good year to watch it because Verstappen, who's at Red Bull, is basically Haaland of F1. He just wins everything. Lord of Trexia, yes, with a 21 months. Yes, Lord of Trexia, mate. I've seen some questionable things that you've been tweeting recently, and you've been getting away with it. I've seen you tweet about it before. I'm fine for it. Said we need focus players. Says we can't have a big game against Liverpool, and one of the players is too busy putting love our eyes under his sister's selfies.
You said it, bro, not me. Yeah, you said it.
That is true. You know what I mean? Neymar and his sister do be moving a bit sus.
So I've heard, allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't accusing no one, innit? I ain't accusing no future City player.
Back our boy, innit?
Yeah, back the boy in blue, innit? David Hillier with a 2 month says, think it's the joys of being a City fan. Always going to be nervous no matter what, but Pep knows what he's doing. I agree. Pep knows what he's doing. And yeah, it's just a... Because we're City fans, yeah, we just have this thing of we feel like we're going to fuck it up. Mm-hmm. It's just the way it is. And because we lost yesterday, it feels like that's the start of potentially fucking it up. So people just worry. They just go, oh, City fan brain.
It's City fans that are like our age and slightly old and older. Of course, all the older ones, maybe a bit younger too, but the younger ones are just like, no, it's all good. You know, we're winning. But we just have this inherited DNA, hereditary DNA of we're gonna fuck it. We're not too sure. Like I was in where was I? Munich away. I was there with, Amos from City Report. He was standing in front of me, and we just scored the goal. to go whatever the score was. We just killed the game, Haaland's goal. And Amos going, nah, there's still 10 minutes left. I was like, bro, they're not going to score. They're not going to score 5 goals in 10 minutes. He's like, nah, I'm not singing until this whistle goes.
Yeah, that's it. And you know what makes it worse or heightens it is the Real Madrid game. The Real Madrid game has put us all in like this PTSD era of just when the game's not finished, we not won it. Like no matter how many goals we're ahead we are, you've got that final whistle needs to go because the game ain't over till it's over. Exactly.
It's just one of those things.
That's just the way it is at the moment. But yeah, that's the debate that's going on. I imagine that it'll go on quite a while throughout the week, but we've had our say. We can kind of shelve it now. Look forward to the streams this week. Obviously, a massive game against United in the FA Cup. We'll have end of season awards. Obviously, after our season's done. Typically, it'd be now because we wouldn't be in this position. But end of season awards, we'll definitely be doing that when the season's finished. We'll plan all that after the Champions League final because that'll be funny. We'll triple man it this year as well, which is sick. 3 hosts. We'll try and get some stuff sorted for the end of season awards. Try and get loads of people involved, which would be sick. Also, I think we should probably. I think it'd be quite good content to have like City Extras, like best bits of the season. Do you know what I mean? Like LB's top LB rages.
Plenty of them.
Top celebrations, like. I mean, getting the bin counter. The amount of times, like I just think things like that would be good.
He's just had surgery on his ACL today.
Yeah, that's why he's not in the stream today.
That's mad.
He kept it well quiet as well. He actually did well. Actually, he kept it well quiet yesterday on the thingy. People asked, and he kind of shelved it and was like, "Nah, I fixed it myself.
Nah, he's embarrassed, man. He's sensitive.
Lazuli, no more kick-up challenges, mate. We're waiting for JHGC to reply. Get on to JHGC, man. Basically, JHGC is meant to reply, yeah? And then if he wins, he's got the clout, then he can call out anyone himself. Because he never, ever replied, the kick-up challenge died.
This guy, man. This guy.
I also can't... If no one's seen the kick-up challenge, right, go to the YouTube channel, go to Shorts, and go to LB's kick-up challenge versus JHGC, right? Just do me a favour and look at his hands. I don't know what's going on with LB's like footballing brain, but it makes his hands do this. I don't know why, yeah, but he does this. And he does kick-ups. Go watch it, man. It's weird. But I mean, JCC didn't reply in it, so I'm still calling him out to this day. Every time I hear about it, I've called him out for like a full year. JCC.
What, you be him in a kick-up challenge, is it?
Nah, LB versus him. I'd call him out. It's not even me. But he's not replied, isn't it? The guy was giving it big, and yeah, he was giving it big, and Swelby was like, send him for him. And then he never replied. He just took the L, innit? Guy just accepted the L.
That's poor, man.
Poor fall from JSGC. Yes, MCFC lads. Hope you're good, mate.
Yes, lads.
Seen you with your big 100k YouTube plaque. Not jealous at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rub it in, why don't you, coming into this chat?
Yeah. Where's ours? I mean, have we not contributed enough to your channel? I mean, you. Do you know what I mean? Have we not done enough for your channel? I mean, you need to be getting onto YouTube and be like, yo, I want an MCFC lads 100k plat to show how much I've contributed to MCFC lads channel.
I want to transfer to MCFC lads. I want my third.
Yeah, transfer. And then until we get ours, and you're like, transfer back. And then you're at Big Six, you're getting that one. You're just a whore, man. You're just scooping up all these 100k plaques.
Yeah, I'm going to get a sick Instagram picture of me with like 8 plaques, all the city channels.
Yeah, every single one. As soon as you get near 100k in it, you're like, I'm going, lads.
Oh, man. I want that plaque, though. It'll look sick.
MCFC lad says, I'll sweep up all of City Extra and JSGC on a kick-up challenge combined. Right then, MCFC lads, you do a shot of yourself doing kick-ups and call out LB. Don't call out me because I've torn my ACL in it. Not my ACL. My LB's torn that. I've torn my calf. So do that. JP, I already wanted you cough up the $250. Is that what it is? Yo, that is spenny. They are sick though.
Is it lads? Tell us. Is it the first one is free and then any extras is $250? Because I don't know how it works, but City Extra will pay for mine, obviously.
Yeah, we'll obviously pay for that. Going straight out of my bank, that. And you just sat there. Ooh, look at my plaque on Instagram. Ooh, look at my plaque. I'm £250 down. Ooh.
We've only got like 23 more thousand subscribers to go. What are you there?
Yeah, MCFC lads, you need to do a shot, right, and call out LB. Call out LB because he's dying to do another kick-up challenge. He's dying to do it. We're trying to get it going.
In 9 months when his ACL is healed.
Yeah, he's got 9 months. He's in surgery today, so.
Is it just who can do the most, or is there?
Yeah, that's it. It's just a kick-up challenge. It was meant to be really easy to start with, and then it'd just go up from there. I wanted to do videos, innit? I wanted to like move on to like crossbar challenges and that, but you know what I mean? We'll have to do that in summer. That's good summer content, that. Like Chris MD football videos kind of thing. We'll hit up that kind of vibe.
I'm not sure you want me coming over for that, man. I'll smoke you all.
There you go, then. I know that's the attitude that we need. Yeah, our first one free. Additional one is $250 for silver, and then you can get as many additional ones you want in it. Obviously, if they work for your channel.
Yeah. I think the big 6 or something like you have to get like 6 of them. I think we were talking about that. Right. I don't really know how it works.
I mean, we'll have to get 5.
What, one for me? One.
Oh,
are we gonna get one each?
4 extras. Yeah, Freddie will want one. Lewis will want one. I want one. You want one. Who don't want one? It's an achievement, isn't it? We all put to this. You want it. It's like as much as it's $250. It's like it's to know that you've contributed to that and you can have that kind of plaque. Yo, that is a flex in itself, man.
It's so sick. It's so sick.
Best believe me and you're gonna have like the exact replica dating profile, like just us with this thing like this. Most of that profile picture will be that plaque. It'll just be like this, and my face.
It'll just be the plaque.
Yeah, it would be the plaque, but you'll just see my eye like that next to it. That'll be it. Please match me in it.
Please match me in it.
And for the flex, I'll be paying for all them like spotlight things. You know what I mean? Like I want page 1 of all of the boosts. Yeah, boost me. I want everyone to see this plaque.
I'm not even looking for matches. I just want people to see my plaque.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You'll match with someone. I'll be like, nah, unmatch, innit? I just want you to see the plaque, innit?
Nah. Show me how many subs you have.
Yeah, how many subs have you got? Yeah. And then looking for a girl who can match my plaque. Like if you do not have one of these plaques, then don't even send. Swipe left or whatever it is if you don't have a plaque.
Yeah, man, we need those plaques, man. We need those plaques bad.
JP, will a receipt for the $250 be on the picture as well? On Hughes it will be. Hughes will have thank you Johnny Party for buying my thank you Johnny Party for buying my plaque. That'll be on Hughes. Mate, I'm cashing in that free one, mate. I'm cheaping out. I'm like, yo lads, I'm having this one. You lot can sort out between yourselves.
We will roll a dice or something. We'll play a game of rock, paper, scissors. That's what we'll do. It's only fair.
And Nabil, can I get one too? Yeah, mate. We'll start dishing them out.
We should start selling them for £350.
Oh my god, yeah. It was this City Extra on it, but you know what I mean? At least you'll have a sick Tinder profile. Ain't no one gonna question you if you've got the plaque.
We can start making cash off this thing, man.
Yeah, we can fraud it.
Yeah,
and we'll
all be part of the channel.
We'll all be a part of City Extra.
We'll bring back the tiers of Xtra Club members and be like tier 3 or God tier costs like £350 a month, and you get a YouTube plaque with it.
You get a YouTube plaque. Yeah. Facts. Right. Call me up for the summer football videos, M50 lads. Facts.
Man.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%.
We'll do a City Content Creators Olympics, football Olympics.
But yeah, we need to bring JHGC in as well. He's gonna have to get involved because I'm playing and technical ability isn't so great. So we need JHGC to come in. Say like if Hugh's sick, say Lewis is semi decent, Freddie's actually really good at football. MCFC lads, I imagine he's good at football. Right, I imagine you get these lads in. We need to get JHGC in to bring the average like skill rating down. I think JHGC probably got 0-star skills on you know what I mean? So he needs to come in to bring it back down to my like where I can play.
I tell you who we need, man. Big Steve.
Yeah, Big Steve would be sick as well.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Yeah, we'll do
Who
it.
else is there? Steve McInerney.
Steve McInerney. Do you reckon he's the kind of football guy? I reckon I reckon he might be able to slam a crossbar challenge, you know.
Yeah, I'd say he's one of those guys. I'd say he can just strike a ball sweetly.
You know what he'd do as well? He'd wear Birkenstocks as well. He'd do it in them, innit? he wouldn't even bother with football boots. 100%. He ain't turn up in football boots. I'd tell him not to. I'm like, yo, you've got to do it in them.
Put on the Jerusalem Cruisers.
Yeah, guy wears them all the time, innit? So he rocks them. But yeah, I reckon he'd be all right. Geordie in goal, Farhan, mate. I'm 5'9". I'm a short king, innit? I can't do that.
Yeah, I told the chat before the order of height in which we're in. I told him I'm obviously the tallest, LB's in the middle, and then you're the shortest.
Yeah, he's actually like he's surprisingly tall. So yeah, he goes you, LB, me, and Freddie's quite small. You know what I mean? So Freddie quite far down. But yeah, that's about that. Jordy Kinklater. Jordy, how many logos are you wearing? It's just for all the sponsors, you know what I mean? We got to pay for these plaques somehow. I mean, I got to make sure I get them all in throughout the stream, innit? I maneuver like this, just like, don't forget our sponsors, Red Bull. Every so often, like, Puma. I got to do that.
Yeah, we need more sponsors, man. Definitely, if we're going to get all these plaques.
Smellby's tall as fuck. Yeah, he's tall. He's taller though.
I'm taller.
LB's probably like 6'1", yeah. And Hugh's probably about 6'3".
Yeah, I'd say so. 6'4" in Air Maxes.
6'5" on Tinder.
6'6" with a plaque. Yeah. Standing on my plaque.
Standing on your plaque. You meet the girls, you're like, yo, you ain't as tall as your profile. Yeah, but I didn't bring my plaque, innit? Wait.
Like, no, I'll be on my plaque.
Let me sprint home. Let me sprint home with your plaque.
Who put that there? My 100K plaque.
On a date, you're like,
oh, this old thing. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that with me.
Oh, how did this get here? Like, sat next to you.
We are unserious people, man. We are unserious people.
This is what happens when LB isn't in streams, right? Me and Hugo, we go like different directions that don't really. Like, bro, you could cut half of this like video as like not even what this video is about.
No. We should have our own podcast. Nothing to do with football. Just chatting.
Just nothing to do with actual football. It's just random shit. Yeah, maybe that needs to be a sideshow. Right. Yeah, I've had enough. I'm too hot. So that's your plaque talk. If you wanted to know how much a YouTube plaque costs, $250. PayPal that us straight directly into my bank. I know $350 for you lot. $250 for us. PayPal us. We'll sort you out one. It'll come in the next 10 years or something like that. Hughes dipped. But anyway, that's good timing because I'm gonna dip. Right. Big up to everyone. Appreciate everyone who super chatted, and yeah, we'll have some more content coming for you shortly. Big week of football, big 2 weeks of football. He's back again.
My bad.
Yeah, he's here to say bye, and he's like, I can't not say bye.
Bye.
Bye.